The land of elementary mastery was no ballpark, but they managed to power through it. Now, it's time to reach the land where everything is one shot if you're not careful. And remember, I do not have a shield on this team. Time to go to Fontaine. Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video of mine. I am Tigris, and this is part 5 of the Standard Banner Challenge. Sumeru was the challenge. It was difficult, and as proven, Tignari died quite a number of times. Not only Tignari actually. In Fontaine, it's gonna be even worse. Not only is the monsters in Fontaine more dangerous, tankier, they also have a lot of one-shot mechanics. Even if they are not one-shot, they hurt. If I'm not careful here, I could easily get wiped. As usual, my punishment for getting wiped in any of the challenges is a 10 pool. And there's 10 pool per wipe. The team that have been chosen for me for this challenge is Jin, Mona, Kaching, and Tignari. Now, as Rina would have said, let the show begin. You know, I give a lot of slander to Mona, because she is my worst Standard Banner build character. But for some of these bosses, without her is honestly going to be so much more painful. So I'm grateful she's on the team. Can you imagine I had to break the shield with Kaching or Jin? It would have taken forever. So yes, I'm grateful she's on the team even though it's just for her element. Irony, she used to be on my main team and I used to main her all the time. Then I got Yolan and yeah. By the way, I do speed up the fight because I do not want the video to be really long. I'm trying to keep the fight within 1 to 3 minutes period, depending on how long I took to fight the boss, of course. Someday I might do it live, then you guys get to watch it in real time. I do need to find a soundproof place to record this live first. Right now I yet to find one. Anyway, I have never seen the one-shot mechanic for this boss, because my team has always managed to break the shield. I guess I am lucky that I had Hydro for every one of my teams so far. So getting the shield 3 times in a row seems annoying. Thank you Mona for breaking it. And thank you for your sacrifice. That was not on purpose, by the way, I swear. The recent season of Slot and the Abyss has made me hate this boss so much. I used to don't mind it because I need to farm it for Fulero anyway. And in the open world, I could just 4-shot this boss. But when I learned how tanky it is in the season onslaught, I felt so annoyed at how much HP this boss actually has and how his mechanic works. For this match, I was so grateful Hyper Bloom still exists. Well, mostly Bloom, because Kaching cannot maintain a steady electro flow. That's what happens when you have 2 main DPSs. You're gonna see me fight like a coward in this one, because I cannot afford to take too much damage, otherwise Jin has to be really close to get her burst back. And while I hyped Mona up earlier, all she is here for is to trigger the Thrilling Tail buff, because I'm pretty sure she can do absolutely nothing to this boss. If anything, at least Bloom one-shot those little minions. Tignari was busy sniping them the entire fight. By the way, if you don't know, Electro Champs do not one-shot those minions. Kaching would have needed to hack them down. So Tignari, you are not allowed to die. You cannot die. At least for this fight. And preferably all the rest as well. Jin as well. Because if Jin dies, Tignari is gonna die. I love my boy, but he has ridiculously low health. By the way, this fight took over 15 minutes, and there were so many close calls. Needless to say, Jin was working overtime again, and I was so grateful my phone wasn't lagging. Otherwise, Tignari would have died so many times over. There were so many close calls. Oops, never mind. That shot took down 3/4 of his HP. What the heck? Oh come on, could you die already? This is taking forever. By the way, I choose to remove the in-game fight sound, because when I speed up the fight, it's going to be really annoying to hear them speak so fast. That's why I chose to remove the in-game sound. As for the music, it's just a copyright. Anyway, for this fight, Ignari is definitely the MVP, just like how he and Jin has been carrying the whole entire team the entire time. Probably why he dies so often. I am so sorry, my boy. I realized Mona has not died before we reach Fontaine. Ironically, in it. Now it's time for the husband version. This one technically do less damage, but you're gonna see why it's so annoying soon. Watch his shield. Why does he get his shield back so quickly? You break it, and it's up back within the next 10 seconds. At this point, I might as well don't. Okay, I admit that was my fault. I was hesitating to run. This one, however, wasn't me. My phone was laggy and I couldn't switch in time. More like it didn't detect my switch in time. And now I really cannot take damage. Mona is really useful in running around. She is also the tankiest out of the four of them, but that's because her artifact really is bad. Those HP and defense roll really haunts her. My better noblesse set is on Bennett, and I was lazy to switch it in the beginning. And before you ask, I'm still lazy. Pretty sure if that slam hit me, I'm gonna die in one. Never mind, it don't have to be the slam. Ouch, that really hurt. She was nicked a bit. Close call. Very, very close call. Jin is probably my second tankiest unit. Sorry, the best VV sets are on 20. Still, her damage is really good. Especially for a support, but that's mainly because she's still off attack. Oh my god, that took 10k off. It's basically a 2-shot for all of them. I don't like this boss. Every time I see the beast is a torture. Is it even possible to break the horn? Yes, but it's not easy. I always find it easier to break the things that he dropped rather than go and struggle with the horn. I ran out of stamina. Run! Again. These are not even the weak place yet. Which is no better, trust me. This challenge has made me appreciate C2's Technari because it allowed me to do so much damage every time his skill is up. Or at least every time he throws his skill out. It's only 6 seconds, but 6 seconds is a huge amount. Especially when you don't do much damage to begin with. I really need to stop getting him killed. For this boss, it's mostly Jin's solo. By the way, if you stay behind him, he cannot hurt you. Except for that one AoE. He is arguably one of the easier bosses to dodge. Unfortunately, if he does hit you, it's gonna hurt. Really bad. Which is why I said it for a Jin solo. It was too risky to keep changing character while the shield is up. Once it's down, that's where all the others come out and play. Every time the shield is up, it's time for Jin to come out and play again. Ow! That annoying AoE! Luckily no one has died so far. So I can revive her and get her up immediately. By the way, this fight took over 10 minutes, but it certainly didn't feel that way. It felt like I took forever. And this marks the last of the over boss. If you think that fight took forever, this fight took over 30 minutes. And you're about to see why I didn't burst here. Except for Technari. I don't have much trouble dodging this attack because the attack is on the ground, you can see where the attack's coming. The problem is the next phase. And this phase is the reason why I kept all the bursts. This time I do not have any Fontaines with me, remember? Watch me tickle the shield down and try to survive him. This is gonna be a long one. Fulero is trying to give her a standard banner 5-star for Fontaine. Actually, I changed my mind. Give us a standard banner 5-star for Fontaine after the Fontaine Chronicle banner, so I don't have to lose to them. I wish I can do the old Jin hack away against this boss, But to do it really hurt Jin because the damage is huge. Of course, just as I say that happened. I couldn't remember who killed me more, this Will or the knave. Guess I will find out later. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Lower your shield already. Can you imagine that you don't get the chance to lower the shield? Or you won't have electro character again this guy? You'll be here till sunrise. So many close calls. Never mind. People always say that the bosses in Genshin are easy. Well, this is the result of when you cannot do the mechanic for the boss. How is this easy again? By the way, if you think we're done with all the shield hacking, you'll be wrong. Because my team cannot one-face the Will. Here we go again. I wish there's a way to put down his shield faster without the Fontaine mechanic. You know, like the test where you just need to break down the pillar and his shield will drop a huge amount. This fight took so long, I was so sleepy by the time I finished it. Needless to say, this fight wasn't recorded on the same day that I fought the knave. Yay! Next round with the Will. And for God's sake, please finish it this time. This is taking way too long. And we're done. Moving on to the next weekly. Oh my god, this video is gonna be so long. It's been a while since I have a challenge video that lasted more than 20 minutes. By the way, I found out the hard way that touching charge attack doesn't work on the knave. I do not know why. This fight was technically faster than the Will. It was just more painful. Thank God there's no time limit on weekly bosses or any of the other bosses. And also thank God I didn't set a time limit for all of these challenges. I will have failed every one of them. This takes way too long to finish. Why is it so hard? Right, time for phase 2. Don't worry, this phase is surprisingly faster. Let me rephrase that. It's faster but more painful. Oh my god, Jin nearly dead. You can even see her HP. Never mind. By the way, if you're wondering what Nari doing, she's trying to survive. As usual for this phase, if you want to avoid it, just go behind her. Oh my god, it's taking way too long. Come on guys, finish it. Not again. Get this done with. I got a feeling Netland's gonna be even longer than this. So much longer. And finally, final shot. Now we're done. Oh my god, that fight took forever. In fact, all this fight took forever. This is probably the longest video for this challenge. And to be honest, it's to be expected. All the bosses in Fontaine and Netland have ridiculously long health. And some with really dumb mechanics that we cannot do. Still, I managed to beat it. We managed to beat it. And on Saturday, we're heading to Netland, which I'm sure the fight gonna be even longer. As usual, I want to thank everyone watching the video. Your views are what keep me going. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. It truly helped me out a ton, and I truly appreciate it. Anyway, I'm gonna see you guys on Saturday on the final part, where we're heading to Netland. Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you everyone for watching. Okay, Jin, sign us off. Bye guys.